lawyer found out how many engineers are needed to fix a Dell laptop. Anyone who uses laptops on a regular basis knows that not all manufacturers are equally useful. There are more trusted companies, such as Lenovo and Asus, and there are those whose products are much more likely to throw you a pig, such as HP and Dell. However, the general laws did not give absolutely no guarantees, and you can spend most of your life safely using the grandfather calculator with the HP logo on the lid, and then buy a miracle machine from Asus, which in just a couple of months will safely bend on your hands. Another age-old problem of fans of big clamshells is drivers. As long as they work, you need to follow the world-old rule of the sysadmin and do not touch anything with your hands, because otherwise you can earn yourself not only a headache, but also an unpleasant burning sensation in the lower part of the lumbar spine for at least 6 months. The hero of our next story got the opportunity to experience the justice of folk wisdom on his own skin when he ventured to purchase a brand new Dell laptop on the eve of the New Year holidays. Our hero lives in a picturesque place called Golden in Colorado, and we learned about him thanks to his tearful letter to a lawyer named Christopher Elliott, which he made public. According to the text of the letter, after about a month after buying a laptop, our hero began to be overcome by obsessive recommendations about the need to update drivers. Boring, he thought, and then continued to use the laptop boldly for another 4 weeks, despite the constant reminders that kept popping up on the screen. As a result, he still clicked on the ill-fated button, after which his BIOS was updated, and after that the USB-C port stopped producing a video signal, making the laptop almost useless for the purposes in which our hero used it. Then there were endless conversations with user support specialists, visits to technical centers, and replacement of the motherboard, which did absolutely nothing, since it was running the same version of the BIOS that condemned the USB-C functionality. As a result, our hero has accumulated a whole pile of paper confirming that the Dell support service seems to be trying to help him, but it does not help much. It all ended with an appeal to a lawyer named Christopher Elliott, who not only published our hero's appeal on his blog, but also sent Dell a warm letter, thereby notifying the manufacturer of the presence of a huge amount of documentation on hand, which allows us to establish the fact of insufficient concern on the part of the company for the welfare of the consumer. And what would you think? Instead of rushing to fix the laptop, the manufacturer chose to recall it and return the poor guy the full purchase price, while forgetting to compensate for the time he spent trying to get the hell machine to work properly. Thus, Elliott reliably established that fixing a Dell laptop requires an infinite number of technicians, since none of them is able to cope with the task.